everybody, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel. Say hello to Ren and Stimpy and Powder Toast Man and Login TV. And we got BigRedEDC's logo over here because this knife came from him, my friend JB over there. Check him out. This is the Sativian, and by the way, the first Sativian on the channel, ST119 folding knife, G10 and D2. Really interesting G10. You do have chamfering, but you've got kind of this contour and then a dip and then kind of a contour over here or kind of flat. We'll talk more about that in a minute. A lot going on. You do have kind of pretty much flush, flush steel backspacers, stainless steel. You do have a G10 backspacer with a lanyard pin there. There we go. And a deep carry loop over pocket clip with maybe that little tiny tip sticking out. And it is not reversible. It is right side only. Sorry about that, lefties. This knife was not made for you. I like the kind of texture look in the G10. Does have some very good grippiness there. The pivot does stand proud. And you got a little gap there, but that's because of the contouring in there. Very, very nicely done as best you could. And then again, same thing here. The screws are going to stand proud a little bit because of the contouring, but they're very well done as well. Pocket clip. You know, we kind of have a mixed bag here. It's cut down into the scale, but the screws are rounded. You know, I think at the end of the day, it did not catch in my pocket. It came in and out well. Good retention on the clip. No issues with that. I bumped the camera. Sorry about that. So there we go there. So let's take a look at this blade. We've got Sativian's logo there. Sativian and the knife there. And then nothing else on this side. You do have a hole in the blade there. ST119 and D2. It is a satin finish. You do have a really good looking hole there and some swedging right up through here. And then back to a standard blade. So it kind of gives it this really interesting pinched look here over the hole and then kind of fattens back out a little bit and then narrows down to a tip. Really interesting. You do have some jimping. There's your stop pin. I believe, this guy is running on bearings. No milling on the, no, there's milling there for weight reduction. And there is on the show side as well. Now, here's where we'll talk about, okay, so there's some good and bad. It's a mixed bag on this one as far as the CEO is concerned, the Chief Ergonomics Officer. So, you know, the jimping's actually okay. Again, if you come out here where I like to be, it's kind of narrow right there, but it doesn't bother me. But you're past the jimping. But naturally, I'm touching kind of some of that jimping and not all of it. Man, my hands are dry. Sorry about that, guys. Ew. You do have kind of a sweep to the knife. If you look here, it's kind of, you know, curved here and kind of curving down a little bit, kind of almost like a pistol grip, which gives it this really forward thing going on. And I actually dig that. And it's balanced really well and feels good in the hand. You do have a really generous sharpening choil, not a finger choil. Let's see, 25 to 30% lockup and centered really good. Let's see, how's that D10? Oh, yeah. D10's got a good pop to it. Let's open her back up. You do not, no blade play, no lock rock. Really well done in that regard. Decent access to the lock bar, as you can see there. No issues with that. You do have to get it past the D10. So, guys, if you go in that natural place, that flipper tab hits your thumb, and it doesn't, well, I got it past that time. Okay, well, the first time I didn't. But if you get far enough back, you can, see, that time I did not. So you gotta get back a little bit, and then one shake gets it home. Not too bad, though, in that regard. Now, back to the grip real quick. So my only issue is this actually feels great. From here back, feels wonderful. Here, they didn't round this after they cut that out for your finger to go in. There's no rounding, so it's sort of flat and sort of sharp. So when you curl your fingers around it, you feel that. more so than the pocket clip, because the pocket clip is sunk down in there, so you don't really feel the pocket clip really bad. But that flat spot there, yeah, not really for me. It doesn't feel wonderful. Yeah, you can definitely feel the 90-degree angle there in your hand. Again, I love this blade shape. This drop point is unbelievably awesome. Love it, love it, love it. Look at that. See, just wants to go home. Really, really well done in the regard of the detent, by the way. Pops right out. We didn't really talk about the flipper tab either, so let's do that. Good jimping, good shape to the flipper tab. Pops right out. No real issues with that on the flipper tab there. Bam. So, yeah, I dig that very, very much for that purpose. Wow, for flipping it. So, the only place I can find these available is either AliExpress or, wow, if I could talk, or Amazon. Now, they have a black G10 and a Jade G10. Wow, I am struggling today. Black and a Jade G10. And these are $30, $29.99 on Amazon with, if you have Prime, free delivery. So really, really cool. So they call it a clip point, guys. To me, I don't know. See, everything is so close. It's more of a drop to me, but okay, you can call it a clip. See, we're going to have an argument about this at some point because somebody's going to totally disagree with me. But anyway, 7.79-inch blade, 3.35-inch blade, and 4.45-inch handle with a 4.3-ounce weight. So really, really cool. For $30, guys, I would say go for it. If you like the looks of this knife. Oh, by the way, I didn't even talk about my favorite part, which is that it middle finger flicks like a charm. I don't use the flipper really, to be honest with you. When I've carried this guy, I've been using that to middle finger flick, and it works really well. And you can thumb flick it too. Really, really nicely done there. Again, it's a good knife for $30. Again, you're going to have some give and take. And you know what? I bet Sativian's still pretty new at this, so maybe they'll make some of those changes. Again, all they had to do was just chamfer that slot right there, and I think this thing would have been even better than it is. So, JB, thanks so much for sending this one along. Guys, let me know what you think of the Sativian ST119. I will leave a link to Amazon down in the description since that's where I found it. And thanks again for all you do for the channel, for all your support. If you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. Leave me a comment about the knife. Give me a thumbs up. And thanks so much for watching the Knives Fast channel.